Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Today we are doing the reading for the month of April, and that's your first week card. Let's see what you have in the second week. That's that. And let's get some cards for the third week. These are just loose time frames I'm giving you, and a card for the end of the month. What does fourth week of April have in store for Scorpio? Let's start. You have a merry motive. That's the first week of April. Doing things with a sense of joy, with happiness, a lot of innocence, right? Because just it makes you happy, it makes other people happy. There's an element of joy in whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever you're planning. Ten of Wands and the Hermit. However, though you had the right intention and the right motive, it somehow, created a bit of a burden for you, right? You're wondering that, should I have said it? Should I have done that? Should I have, communicated that? Whatever you did, you did from a very clear, innocent place, but you got burdened because you were not sure how the other person would have taken it. You felt probably, or you would have felt in the first week, that I shouldn't have said it, I shouldn't have done it, though your motive was absolutely pure, innocent, merry, because it had a feeling of well-being for you and everyone else concerned. But probably you had your doubts that it did not go down very well with another person, right? And it kind of brought you down a little bit. Emotionally you felt a little low, you felt a little unhappy, you thought probably it's been taken otherwise, maybe things have gone amiss, and you were just wondering, what am I supposed to do? I did not mean it like that. I hope it's not being taken like that. All of that, you came out of it. And those of you who are still in this energy, you will come out of it with the Hermit card over here. You will see how things have transformed, you will see how things have changed in your favor. They would have worked out in your favor. Maybe you did meditate on what happened, on what you said and what you did, right? You would have got your answers. It says that it has brought about a little bit of a spiritual understanding also for you, in terms like, you would have realized that maybe I shouldn't be saying these things, maybe this is not the way to be going about things. You did learn a few things, but at the end of it, it all worked out in your favor. Whatever you were dreading, whatever you were anticipating, whatever you thought was really like kind of got a little messed up, none of that happened for sure. But you learned a few things, right? So I think you were in the right place, you had the pure intention, you had the goodness in your heart, but you had your doubts, how it's going down with the other person, or maybe you should not say a few things. So all of it, you came out of it, it's brought about a little transformation for you, to just to know that next time around I'm not going to be saying these things, I'm not going to be conducting myself like this, or whatever you did in the past, you've probably realized that you're not going to be doing those things again. So you came away without any harm or damage coming to you. It all worked out very well for you, but you did learn that next time I'll be a little careful. Okay. So, and you've come out feeling absolutely fine, though you did go through a little bit of stress and burden. Second week of April, we have quieting the mind. Let's see. Three of Wands, King of Cups. There is something you're looking at getting for yourself. There is uh, something with respect to the past. Okay. And for some of you, a past connection, you're waiting, your mind is in constant chatter with respect to this past event. In the second week of April, you're constantly probably thinking about it, you're wondering how it's going to pan out, you're wondering what is coming your way, you're wondering, your emotions aside, you're trying to be practical, you're trying to see how it is to play out in real life. You could be imagining things for yourself with respect to this relationship, wanting certain things to go in a particular manner, a certain conversation happening, a certain meeting happening. You're waiting for that to happen in the second week of April, but if you have any doubts with respect to the relationship, the King of Cups says that, though the other person is, equally invested emotionally, but they come across as a little cool and practical. They don't show their emotions. They keep their emotions under control, but they express their feelings through, whatever they do for you, whatever they will not probably openly say that, I love you, but in other words they will communicate how they feel. So you might be wondering, how this person is going to come across, what is going to happen, what is it that you're expecting with respect to some relationship connection of the past. Not always a romantic one, it can be, even another friend probably you're seeing after a long time. So that is what you're wondering, how is it going to go, how is it going to happen, what is going to happen, will it last long, all of that, your mind is going to be completely absorbed by that. And that's why this card says quieten the mind, don't think too much, let it happen, let that moment come, then see what you would like to do. But I think in the second week of April, Scorpio, there is going to be something which is going to be going on and on, in your mind. Your mind is going to be talking about it, thinking about it constantly. Okay, so let's see what the third week is about. It is what it is. Mm. This with the Six of Cups, it could be something with, like I said, with connected with your past. And it's also about reminiscing about your past, going back to your past and thinking about what has happened. And maybe that is also what could agitate your mind a little bit. And then, you would also get that feeling, that thought that, if I'm going to think about it, how the past is going to play out, what it's going to, where it's going to lead me, what is it going to be. That whole thing of past present future is what is going to bother you a little bit in the second week of April. So try to, think as little as possible with respect to it, otherwise it can cause a little stress, with respect to the past, right? So when it comes, then, you see what you can do. Otherwise, you could just probably wear yourself out a little bit. Okay, and you already had that energy in the first week, so, just take care of yourself, Scorpio. So it is what it is. Let's see what this is about. Awakening. Knight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever, it is about the past that you have been thinking about, what really I feel you're spending too much time thinking about, just, detach from it a little bit. Just detach from it a little bit. You will know how to proceed with it, and you will. And whatever insights you get, whatever awareness you get, is going to be something, which is going to work in your favor. So don't spend too much time thinking about it, because in the third week there is going to be a certain flow of events. That's why it's saying it is what it is. It is a little out of your control, Scorpio. Things are going to turn around for you. So there's no point spending this time, fretting and kind of getting yourself down. So whatever happens will happen in the third week. You will need to take the necessary steps, and it will work out very well for you. So do save yourself this bother. Fourth week of April, waking the lion. So it's time to, um, wake up to something. What's it about? Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So it's time to, get going and starting to work on accomplishing your plans. Okay, having this sorted out by the third week of April, now you will feel that sense of freedom. All right, whatever has had to be accomplished will get accomplished in the third week of April, which opens you up, to time and energy which you can devote to your work for your own success. So there's going to be that sense of happiness. 3 weeks of a little emotional stress finally getting over. You'll feel relieved, you'll feel happy, everything worked out very well. Now it's time to get back to work. It's time to start working on your dreams, trying to be accomplishing whatever goals you needed to do, because probably you were not in the state of mind to be doing all of that in most of the month. But after that, you everything will wind up very nicely, Scorpio. You will feel very happy, and it would be time to get back to work. And that's why waking up the lion, just kind of rouse yourself from all of this, put it behind you, wake up and get going with your work and your plans, whatever you've been working on. So it's going to be a little intense most of the month, but it's all going to wind up very well. It's all going to work out very well for you, Scorpio, no doubt about that. Right? So with that, I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching.